Abducted in Plain Sight Netflix. Jan Broberg story.
Abducted in Plain Sight is a documentary film that recounts the true story of the Broberg family, whose daughter, Jan Broberg, was abducted by a family friend named Robert Berchtold. The documentary unfolds a series of shocking events. The Broberg family, residing in a small town, becomes acquainted with Robert Berchtold, a charismatic neighbor. Berchtold manipulates his way into the family's trust, becoming especially close to January. Over time, he uses various tactics to emotionally manipulate not only Jan, but also her parents. The narrative takes an even more alarming turn when he abducted Jan not once, but twice. The first abduction involves a fake kidnapping orchestrated by Berchtold and Jan herself, leaving the family bewildered. The second abduction is more sinister, involving Jan being taken to Mexico, where she is married off to Berchtold. The manipulation and brainwashing continue as Jan's parents attempt to comprehend the extent of Berchtold's control over their daughter. Throughout the film, viewers are left shocked by the twists and turns of the story, prompting reflection on the dangers of trust and the lengths to which some individuals will go to manipulate those around them.
The Disappearance of Madeleine McCann Netflix.
The Disappearance of Madeleine McCann is a documentary series that unfolds the vanishing of 3-year-old Madeleine McCann from her family's holiday apartment in Portugal. The story commences by introducing the McCann family and establishing the backdrop of their vacation. It explores the events of the night when Madeleine went missing, detailing the immediate response from local authorities and the subsequent media whirlwind surrounding the case. The documentary navigates through various theories and suspects that emerged during the investigation, examining the impact on the emotional well-being of Madeleine's parents, Jerry and Kate McCann. It also highlights the extensive search efforts conducted by law enforcement and the global attention the case attracted. The ongoing mystery is underscored, providing a glimpse into the challenges faced by those involved in the investigation. The documentary concludes by summarizing the key points, leaving the audience with the lingering and unresolved enigma surrounding Madeleine's disappearance.
American Murder Netflix. The Family Next Door.
American Murder revolves around the tragic and disturbing events surrounding the disappearance of Shanann Watts and her 2 daughters. Chris Watts, Shanann's husband, initially appeared on television pleading for the safe return of his family. However, as the investigation progressed, it was revealed that Chris was involved in the disappearance of his wife and daughters. Watts strangled Shanann and smothered the children, later burying Shanann in a shallow grave near an oil storage facility and disposing of the girls' bodies in crude oil tanks. The revelation of his infidelity played a significant role in the tragic events. Watts initially maintained his innocence in the disappearance of his family, but eventually confessed during a police interview. The American Murder explores the Watts family, revealing details about the challenging relationship between Chris and Shanann and the impact of his infidelity on the family. The extramarital affair becomes a contextual backdrop to the unsettling crime, offering understanding into the psychological and emotional factors that played a role in this tragic family event.
Girl in the Picture Netflix. Tanya Hughes story.
Girl in the Picture evolves into a story surrounding the tragic death of a young woman in 1990, weaving together interviews and reenactments. Following the death of Tanya Hughes, a stripper at Passions Club in Tulsa, attempts to contact her family reveal a web of deception. Tanya and her husband, Clarence, had assumed various identities across states, leaving investigators and friends puzzled. It unveils the unsettling truth about Tanya's life, highlighting the abusive relationship with her father, Warren Marshall. Authorities suspected she was kidnapped in the early 1970s. Tanya Hughes, using various aliases, faced challenges, including pregnancy. After moving with Clarence, they assumed new identities and faced suspicions in the disappearance of Cheryl and Camesso, another dancer. Tanya gave birth to Michael Hughes in 1988. She and Clarence were married in 1989 in New Orleans. By then, The two had begun using the aliases Clarence Marcus Hughes and Tanya Dawn Tadlock. In 1990, Tanya was found injured on a highway and later died. Clarence, a suspect in both cases, provided conflicting accounts of the events surrounding her death.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Sins of Our Mother Netflix. Lori Vallow story.
Upon the disappearance of Lori Vallow's children, the investigation revealed a series of mysterious deaths, the emergence of a new husband who shared her apocalyptic beliefs, and ultimately, the commission of murder. In 2015, Lori became interested in Chad Daybell's books and met him in 2018 at a religious event. Claiming to be married in previous lives, they developed a close bond. Chad, with eccentric beliefs, fascinated Lori, who became attached to him. They shared apocalyptic Mormon-influenced views and were part of a group identified as a doomsday cult. Tylee Ryan and JJ Vallow went missing in September 2019 and were later discovered buried in Shallow Graves, Idaho. Their mother, Lori Vallow, and her husband, Chad Daybell, were identified as suspects. Tylee was last seen at Yellowstone National Park and JJ on September 22, 2019. Amid the investigation, suspicious deaths occurred, including Lori's estranged fourth husband, Charles Vallow, and Chad's wife, Tammy Daybell. Tammy's exhumed body revealed she had been asphyxiated. Lori was arrested, charged with desertion, and extradited to Idaho. The remains of Tylee and JJ were found at Chad's home, leading to his arrest for destruction of evidence. Lori was found guilty on May 12, 2023, and sentenced to life in prison. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the video. Love Psychate.